everybody, it's me, it's AlexisMaurice. I've been drinking a little bit again.
He forgot his name.
It's AlexisMaurice and my co-host, Mr.
Trey Hollywood.
Tonight, baby, the federal agents are mad. They are very mad, and they done raided Diddy's, not only his LA home, but bitch, his Miami home. They done confiscated them jets. They done took his house and tore the damn place up. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about this whole Brandy and Monica tour, and then her brother, what's his name?
Ray J.
Getting involved with it, stirring up all of these old feelings and this drama. So go ahead and pour yourself a glass of wine, put on some lipstick, ladies, pull up a chair, because it is time for a new episode of The Wine Up. Please make sure that you like this video on all of your social media platforms. Oh, look, you got firecrackers going behind you, bitch.
Yes.
Yes, come on, Jubilee.
You see me.
Go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can receive all the notifications when new videos come up. Please make sure that you share this video on all of your social media platforms and comment below and let us know what you're thinking. Now, before we begin, we got a special guest co-host with us tonight. You guys have seen him before on the Wine Up platform. He is a correspondent to all things pop culture. Mr. Drumroll, please. Gallo!
What's up?
Hello.
I love when Gallo comes and chit chats with us because he's really plugged into the industry and he has a unique perspective. Sometimes we agree, sometimes we don't agree, but you know, we keep it respectful over here. So,
up in these streets.
Gallo, how are you, my friend?
I'm good. I can't complain. Excited to be here again. Thank you both for the opportunity. I appreciate it. I really do.
Well, we are glad that you're here. Trey, get your glass. Gallo, get your coffee cup, and let's cheers to the girls weekend. We gonna see in your friend's room.
Watch the B words. I
bet you Diddy was calling the federal agents all kind of bitches and hoes when they raided his house. News broke that Homeland Security has raided Diddy's not only LA mansion, but his Miami mansion as well too. And this is what they were raiding him for: sex trafficking, sexual assault, soliciting, distributing illegal narcotics, and firearms. It just didn't just come up and say hands up, freeze, bitch. They went in there and tore that whole damn house up. They had clothes everywhere. They had the pantyhose, the underwear. Everything was just out of complete tag. All I want to know is this: who the hell is gonna come clean up all of this shit? Did you see his house? Did y'all see his house?
That house cleaner is gonna make a lot of money.
Now, I did hear, I don't know how true this is. I heard that the feds actually send someone there like 3 or 4 days later to come clean up your stuff. I don't know how true this is. If y'all know if it's true, comment below. But who is going to clean up all of that mess? That's all I want to know.
I mean, it would be respectful at least for them to do that. That's what would piss me off. They don't, but that's what would piss me off.
Again, a lot of this stems from this whole claims that Lil Rod, one of the producers who worked on his album, made against Diddy, claiming, sex trafficking and things of that particular nature. Child, they had his sons in handcuffs outside of the mansion. Diddy wasn't there. He was actually in flight or on his way to go to Antigua for spring break with his daughters and his kids, but they kind of held him up at the Miami airport. Y'all, what was going through your mind when you saw this? I just think they are really trying to take down this dude.
For me, it's another situation of taking down another billionaire, another black man, another successful man. We've heard the stories of how Diddy is very wild and he likes to party. And, I've always had a thing where I've had a love-hate relationship with Diddy because I used to hate how there used to be artists who used to work with him and they only had one album and then it was it. He was done with them, right? It's like Danity Kane, Day 26.
Jerry Dennis.
What's the other guy?
Donnie Klang.
What, isn't one name Mario? No, not Mario.
Mario Winans.
Yes, Mario Winans. It's like they only got one opportunity with Diddy and then he was done. Like he used them. I don't know. I feel very indifferent about the situation because I feel for him. All it takes is one person to possibly come up with one situation, one story, and it just opens up the floodgates for people to take advantage of a situation. I'll go back to just like what I said, and I said this before we recorded about it, the whole Bill Cosby situation, right? Like,
it feels very reminiscent of the Bill Cosby kind of take. We all know that a lot of times when there's smoke, there's fire, but at the same time, though, like all of this isn't.
It's a setup. It's a setup or a setback, right? And I feel like, you know, when people get into situations with celebrities or whoever, some of them in situations know what they were getting into. Then
meaning the people.
Yes, meaning the people, yes. Yes,
so
they go to these parties.
Are you victim blaming though, Trei?
No, I'm not victim blaming because, you know, before I've mentioned how I've been a victim of certain things. However, I feel like some things can be created to an extreme of what is not really, right? And I just feel like all it takes is just one person to say, one person who could have been honest, a victim, to say, okay, well, the next person, let me jump on that bandwagon because he pissed me off or because he didn't give me this, what I wanted. And so that's just where I sit with it. Like, I feel bad for him, and I hope and pray that his franchise, everything he has doesn't just burn, you know? It's unfortunate.
I mean, I agree a lot with Trei. I just feel like our legends that are ours are being taken away. I'm not saying everything he's done is perfect, because it's not. But I mean, if you're in that Hollywood lifestyle, I lived in Hollywood. You know what's going on, okay? You know what I'm saying? It's no surprise. And when you see a dollar amount and a dollar sign, when you could profit off of it, people will do anything for some money. I've heard about Diddy's parties. I mean, same thing, living in Chicago, R. Kelly's parties. I knew about them in high school.
Let me tell you something. Despite everything, y'all bitches can call me ignorant or whatever. If he was having a party right now in Atlanta, I would sign the NDA and I would go.
Yes.
I will be there and I will have the time of my life. I don't care if they suck a dick in the bathroom. I don't care what they got to do. As long as it's not underage people. Now, I don't like the whole underage thing. But speaking from experience, I've been some places when I was underage and I had no business being.
Right, and you put yourself there. And you put yourself in that situation.
I put myself there, exactly.
And that's the other thing I want to say too. Like, they're saying about how big of a freak he is. That's his own personal harass. That's up to him. Like, and if you join him with that, that's you joining. Like, no one's gonna make you do anything you don't want to do. I mean, yeah, you may get stuck there maybe if you're, you know, it's really late and I don't know what kind of security you got to. Yeah, you've been drinking and whatnot. But I mean,
she in the closet.
you can't judge someone from that because, like, that should never be brought to the forefront. Whatever you do in your personal, behind the scenes, in the bedroom, that's your business. And that's his business with whoever he was doing that with. For them, like, bringing that all out and trying to say, oh, he was a freak, oh, he was doing, I'm like, and probably most of Hollywood and more all do that. They just have their secrets hidden really well or they haven't come out yet.
Like you said, like, we all know that Diddy is a party goer and he's a freak and all the other kind of stuff, just like we knew with R. Kelly. His music told us, right? When I meet people, I tell them, hey, I'm a freak. So I'm setting you up. You know your expectations, okay? You know what I'm saying?
What kind of freak are you, bitch? Freako. Are you touching your knees with your elbows? Are you throwing your ass in a circle, Trei?
So Maurice,
are you into golden showers?
You know that I've been going to the gym and I've been trying to work on this, you know, getting toned up. But I'm not touching my knees with my elbows, okay?
Freako. Let your motherfucking knees touch your elbows.
Baby. If you going to the gym, you better touch them knees with them elbows, honey. If you're going to be a freako, you better do it to the best of your ability.
Freako. Let your motherfucking knees touch your elbows.
Let me tell y'all something. Don't let me lose all of this juice that I got going on, bitch. I'm going to be half naked on Instagram. I might even start me a freak Twitter, bitch. I'm for real.
I can't. But that's your prerogative. You want to put that out there. But like everyone, it should be your discretion of what goes out there. And like these people that go with celebrities, it's like you were enjoying yourself while you were doing it. But now you see someone making a profit off of it. You want to say, oh, you were molested or harassed or raped, or it's like, come on. I mean, I'm not saying everyone, because I'm sure there are instances, not taking away from any victims that really were. But like, I'm sorry, I just don't believe how one person said it and now it's just a domino effect.
You know, just kind of making it relatable to everyday people. When you are cool with somebody, right? Me and you are friends, you know, we think it's thieves, you know, but the minute that we have a fallout, you then go tell all of my business to everybody else. You was with Diddy, you was getting paid, you was a producer, you was this, you was that, everything was cool. But the minute that you feel that you weren't paid or compensated correctly, or y'all had some type of falling out, out. Now you want to throw the NDA out, and then you want to tell this person's business. If a person is a free code and they let you in and show you that they're a free code, it's not your responsibility to go out there and tell Tom, Dick, and Harry or TMZ or anybody who's going to be able to listen. I don't think that's right. If I ever fall out with any of my best friends, at the end of the day, in the beginning of the morning, and in the afternoon, your secrets are my secrets. My secrets are your secrets. I'm not going to sell you out.
Mm-hmm. That's how I feel the same way.
Why you be telling my secrets then?
The secrets that I tell of yours, Trey.
How you doing?
How you doing? Tell me what secrets I told yours.
Nah.
Yeah, because you're the one that don't want to tell stuff or whatever.
Anywho.
I can't stand when no bitch call you and be like, oh, Maurice, do you do? And I'll be like, yeah. I said, well, why? Oh, no reason. I don't know, you just asked me. Well, I mean, I don't want to say it because I don't want to betray someone's trust.
Maurice, cut it out.
You introduce
it out.
If you want to
cut
go
it out.
there, if you want to go there,
out.
let's go there.
Let's get along. Let's get along, children. Let's get along.
Said that to me the other day. Maurice, do you? And I was like, do. Yeah. And then he gonna talk about, I was like, why? Well, I can't tell you. But bitch, what you call me for asking me this stuff?
I gathered the information that I needed.
Don't use me for no information next time, okay?
You done it to me.
Lies, when?
You've contacted me for some information.
No, that's not true. When have I come to you?
Mark.
When have I cited Trey Hollywood as a source?
You have.
In this whole Diddy saga, another thing that's interesting, what we've learned is that he has now unloaded all of his shares in Revolt. So he is no longer, I guess you can say, the owner or the primary stockholder when it comes to Revolt TV. He's unloaded them to an anonymous buyer, but they don't want to reveal themselves as of yet. Who do y'all think the anonymous buyer could possibly be?
I think it's Ray J.
But don't Ray J has his own little thing he got going, like a network or something he got going on too?
Mm-hmm. That's how it's gonna make it bigger.
Why Ray J though?
I mean, he's cool. He's cool with Diddy.
I don't think it's so much about being cool with Diddy. I think it's just a business move because I mean, like, Revolt is already built. Not saying it's the best thing ever, but they could make more of it with the right team. I could think like a Tyler Perry or like someone at that.
But
like,
do you think Tyler want to put his name on it?
But that's why I feel like he's not saying it yet because you never know. They could rebrand the name. You know, they could do the perfect PR stunt to make it like it's theirs, but it really was old thing just rebranded.
Right. When I first heard it, I was like, okay, it could be someone really, really rich who has the money to buy it and hold it for Diddy so he can possibly get through all of this stuff. And if he is vindicated, let me give you your company back or allow you to buy your company back. Then I thought about the Zeus guy, who I can't think of his name, but I thought about him possibly buying Revolt. Because to me, Revolt and Zeus, and I think I said this before a long time ago on the Wind-Up, to me, it's a likely merger or the coming together of two brands. And let me tell you why I say this. Revolt is an established brand and has been around for some time, but it's not like really mainstream with black media or, you know, with black people. Zeus, however, has taken off and their stock is increasing. And we all know this stock has increased because of the ratchet reality television that's going on. Revolt needs more eyes. Zeus needs more exposure, you know, or, you know, from
it's a good balance.
It's a good balance. So it makes sense for the two of them to come together.
It'll be interesting to see too how long they take. Like you said, are they going to hold it for Diddy, or is it someone just waiting for, you know, they don't want to be associated with his name for it to, you know, any stocks to go down in it more, or like, it'll just be interesting to see. And the funny thing, which I'm going to be just observing, is seeing whoever that's like a big mogul come out with something and then never hear about Revolt. So I'll be like, hold on, was that Revolt or is it another brand for real? We're not going to know.
Zeus. I want to shut down Zeus. I want to shut down. I want to shut down.
Well, you know what, Trey?
I want Ray J new things shut down. I even commented on Ray J post. I was like, why do we keep getting these ghetto ratchet networks and shows where it's nothing but black on black abuse? All they do is fighting. I said, how about they?
Roly Poly looks amazing.
If they got all this anger, create a wrestling network and all these motherfuckers get in there and wrestle each other and build a brand off of that. Because all they doing is fighting.
You want a real life celebrity deathmatch, bitch?
Yes.
Let's get it on.
Yes, give us a real life celebrity deathmatch.
But didn't they do that on Zeus before? They wanted Natalie Nunn and what's her name was supposed to fight or something like that, wasn't it?
And Tommy.
Yeah,
and Tommy, but that was like It
I'm
was
not
stupid.
mistaken.
It was stupid. It just got knocked out in like a
Trey,
minute.
there's a space for everyone on the spectrum.
I think there could be some revisions on the network. I would do some revisions of, you could put a little more elevated
Content.
content, not just all ratchet like fighting. And I get it.
Right.
Yes, it sells 100%, but if there got to be a point where we need to elevate it or at least like level it out just so.
And I can't think of the guy's name, but the owner of Zeus has always said
Lumel,
something like that's what kept
Yeah.
my mind, Lumel or whoever.
Lumel Plumber.
Zeus. He's gonna start it off with the eyes there, and then eventually he always said he's gonna start introducing different types of content to elevate it. So even
when he gonna do it? It's been 5 years.
Zeus and Tubi coming together. Zeus, Tubi, and Revolt coming together. You know, that makes sense to me. You may not like all of Tubi's content, but they got movies. I'm just saying. Guess who owns Tubi?
Who?
Fox. Fox owns Tubi, bitch. At the end of the day, beginning on the, Diddy, it's tough because we don't know what's true. We don't know what's not true. All I feel is this. There's something very weird about all of this. To me, like I said before, it's very reminiscent of the whole Bill Cosby thing. This black billionaire, has all of a sudden his empire is completely crumbling down. There's some conspiracy theories out there that the feds are hiding evidence.
I'm just happy I got to see the Bad Boy tour in 2016 because that was one of the best tours ever. You had Total, you had the Locks, you had 112, you had Faith Evans, you had Mace, you had the whole Little Kim, you had the conglomerate of 1990s hip hop and R&B. It was.
Being that you mentioned,
Come on,
I think
come on, co-host. What you about to say? I was just about to say, speaking of tours, what you
being
about
that
to
you
say?
mentioned tours, let's talk about Ray J and his shenanigans of causing a whole nother rift between Brandy
Well,
and
that
Monica.
wasn't the road I was gonna go down.
You was talking about Xscape in SWV. Yes, I know.
Take all my money.
Let's talk about that real quick. So the Xscape in SWV concert, it has guests with Maya, 702, and Total.
Minus Pam.
Our excitement was through the roof.
No, that's Irish from 702.
Well,
Pam isn't joining Total that I know of. It's just going to be Keisha and Kima, and then 702 Irish just passed away this past year, right. So it's just Mila and Misha.
Okay.
The funny thing for me was the promo for it when you saw Xscape on one couch and SWV on another couch, and you had three women and three women. I was like, it's hilarious how one couch is missing a fourth member, and it was just like, gag. But my excitement for it was through the roof. Daryl and I was talking about it from the moment we saw it, but we started looking at the venues. All of them are outside.
Yeah, I don't like that.
The one in Atlanta's outside, the one in Raleigh's outside, the one in Charlotte's outside.
Chicago's outside. But they're all amphitheaters, most of them.
A lot of summer concerts are outside sometimes.
No, a lot of them are at the arenas inside. Yeah, I prefer that.
No, I gotta figure it out because I'm not about to sit at the PMC Pavilion in Charlotte and outside.
Bitch, if I was still living over there in the university area, you remember we used to just go sit in my backyard and listen to all of the concerts. Yeah, I literally stayed like right next door to the pavilion, the outside pavilion gallo. And so we would go outside in the backyard, throw some shit on the grill, and literally just sit in the backyard and just listen to the concert. Mm-hmm. My neighborhood was right next door to it, so sometimes people would even park in our neighborhood
right by you.
Street.
I used to hate when it happened too, because I used to go over his house and be traffic going, trying to get to his house.
I can't wait though. I'm already thinking.
I'm down the street in the traffic.
My mind is going so many ways for that tour because I was supposed to interview 702 recently, so that's going to happen there. Total, I definitely want to speak to again. Maya, I've interviewed her before. I would love to interview her again. The only artist I haven't interviewed yet is SWV.
SWV, yeah.
So I would love to somehow get them. It's just, yeah, I'm so excited. I'm excited just to be there to hear it and what access and what interviews I could lock in.
So I hope that creates a space where there's maybe like a male version of it. That would be awesome.
What do you mean, like the Kings of R&B tour?
Yeah, like you get like Jagged Edge, Next, 112, those groups that we grew up, just like this female groups that we grew up with.
I said the same thing too. She's done the Queens of R&B. She just did the Kings of R&B. I'm gonna tell you what group I would love to see that will probably have the drama. So they do the first season, the TV show, and then move into Dru Hill. Dru Hill needs to be in that lineup. And the reason I said is because we know they've had some issues, amongst some some of the original members and then the new members. That would be great television to unfold. And then, like she did with the Queens of R&B, start a tour. So I think...
Or for them to bring together 112, because, 112 don't get along.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
Yeah.
So they could be those two.
Or B2K.
I was gonna say that. I was literally gonna say have B2K open up.
Who do y'all think? Comment below and let us know. Who do you think? If Bona Scott Young starts a Kings of R&B, what R&B groups would you love to see? We've heard Drew Hill, we heard 112, we heard B2K. Bitch, is
You gotta have next. You gotta have next.
That should be good.
Nah,
Yes,
I'm good
but
on
it was stuff with them too.
They could be an opener.
We need drama. B2K got drama. Drew Hill got drama. And
Next
112
had drama
got
too. Next had drama too. Next, they did have drama.
Oh, I don't know nothing about their drama.
Well, RL.
RL went
RL.
solo, remember?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. But tell us what's going on with this potential tour with Brandy, Monica, and Ray. What is going on, Trey?
So let's go ahead and clear this up. First of all, there is no tour. There is not a tour. There's not one at all. How it started was, when COVID happened, we had the verses, right?
Right.
And one of the biggest, if not the biggest verses, was the Brandy and Monica
Yes,
verses, because we wanted to have that, right? And we all know Ray J as one of those visionaries. He has a big mind.
He is.
He wants to do all things to bring in money. That's one thing I can respect about Ray J. He's gonna always have an idea to do something.
He's a hustler.
Right? He is. So when the verses happened and we saw the numbers that hit with Brandy and Monica, in his mind he said, you know what, we need to capitalize off of this situation and have a tour. And that is where these conversations continue to have happened, and he continued to bring it up. I think what the problem is because what was stated when he was in the interview.
On the Breakfast Club. The Breakfast Club.
Yes, that was on the Breakfast Club. Was that Monica would open up for Brandy, and this was my whole argument. So I'm gonna speak on this real quick. Let me say what I gotta say, because we all know
And this is the same argument that SWV and Xscape had too.
I could have a perfect solution for all of it.
No, I have it. So this is my idea. Of course, if my sister was to do something, I'm gonna ride for my sister and be like, yeah, that person should open up for my sister, right? But then we start thinking about the longevity of the career that the person had. And then you say, people will say, Monica's done better than Brandy, or Brandy's done better than Monica. Well, let's solve the situation. This was my resolution to it. The title of the tour is It All Belongs to the Boy Is Mine Tour. There are two songs that they had together, put together. It All Belongs to Me and The Boy Is Mine. So the tour should be It All Belongs to the Boy Is Mine Tour. When they go on tour, they can have somebody open up.
That sounds crazy, Trey. But go ahead.
It does not.
But it makes sense.
It does.
It makes sense, but I don't like that.
So if they were to go in there, they can have, what's the new girl, Tyler? Yeah, they can have her open up for them. And way it would work so that they can co-headline. Well, Monica goes after the opener in one city, Brandy goes after the opener in another city, and they could continue to do that back and forth. So the big issue was that Monica responded to Ray J having an interview, and she basically stated that,
keep my name out your mouth.
Yeah, because if
I have
it's
not heard, nobody has reached out to me about no tour. Keep my name out your
mouth. But that's one of Monica goes to. She always does that, because even when that there's a tour that goes on, I think in California, where it's like a whole bunch of artists performing.
Lovers and Friends Festival.
Yes, the Lovers and Friends. She had an interview on the red carpet, and she was like, well, I haven't heard from nobody. No people has contacted me. So, if you want me there, then, contact me. And then what happened? Somebody did contact her, and now she's going to it. I think the thing about it is that people need to understand that Ray J is just one of those people who just speaks stupidly sometimes, but it kind of makes sense, Yeah. I feel like, Monica kind of went overboard with her response. It wasn't like all that wasn't needed, you know what I'm saying? But that's who we know Monica to be.
Okay, so in the perfect world, I feel this is how the tour would go down. Then I'm going to tell you about how they would bring it in. I don't care who opens, but the opening song would be It All Belongs to Me, them two together, and then they would switch off. Brandy, one song, two songs. Monica, it's one song, two songs. Flip-flop in and out and close with The Boy Is Mine. So they close together. There's no final person. They have two songs together. They have an opening song and then the closing song. We got that out of the way. Then, this is the point where I agree with Monica on this. It's all about timing. Ray J, first of all, if you know, or if you're paying attention to Monica, Monica is a special guest on the Pink Friday 2 tour. So if you know that, don't bring this up while she's on a tour promoting right now. The third thing, I feel like what SWV and Xscape did. They announced this tour because they have a season 2 of their reality show. It's a perfect way for them to go on tour, because that's how season 1, it was all about them trying to get on tour. It didn't happen. The perfect way for Monica and Brandy, have both of them get their projects ready to be released, release that first single, announce the headlining tour, and boom. But it shouldn't be talked about. I mean, I know Ray J has a big mouth, but Ray J needs to shut up, because his sister is one of the most iconic voice voices of our time, and he needs to like remember that Brandy is. Yes.
Here he go.
She's the vocal Bible.
I
Are
don't
you kidding
understand
me?
why Maurice does not understand
Oh my God,
what
God,
Brandy has
please,
done for the music.
please.
Brandy has done so much. Brandy has she's transitioned from R&B to pop to mainstream. She had a talk show. She had Cinderella. She's done so much that is not credited, I feel, for.
You know, it's so funny because he sounds like the person who tweeted the other day. They tweeted about how Brandy's she's getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame this year, right? And then I saw this person under the response of it saying, somebody responded and said, "Oh, they just giving anybody stars nowadays." So I responded to this person. I said, "Well, bitch, where the fuck is yours so I can go piss on it?"
Trei!
But that's the thing. Ray J needs to respect his sister. Like, she has a legacy, and you need to shape that. Him talking on Brandy and Monica's obviously associated to Brandy because, you know, they kind of rivaled them against each other and they had singles together. But you need to, should be all behind the scenes. Their legacies are too important, I feel, to this day and age where you can't just be talking about that randomly. Like, you just don't do that. Shut it.
Trei, you said the word perfectly. He's a visionary. And there's a vision that he put out there a couple of years ago.
You could be a visionary and keep your mouth closed.
No, not really. Because how do you get your vision out there if your mouth is closed?
You do it behind the scenes.
Gallo, would you buy a ticket?
For what?
Monica and Brandy.
If it was done properly, yes.
Would you buy a ticket, Trei? I already know you would buy a ticket. I would buy a ticket. The whole world would buy a fucking ticket to go see that.
And that's what Ray J is trying to do. He's trying to make it happen.
I'm Team Monica all day, every day. Now, again, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it once, and I'm going to be done with it. Brandy is more accomplished when you talk about whole picture. When you talk about music, you talk about acting. And she got a Brandy out or something like that. She got a liquor out too, something like that.
Yeah.
Let me run it down.
No, we don't need that.
No, I just want to say this real quick. I'm just gonna answer your question. I'm gonna just answer this. She knows how to keep a coin coming in because once she has albums, shows, movies, she modeled, she has liquor.
We already know that.
But what I want people to stop doing is saying that her only Grammy is the Grammy with Monica. We know that. We know that. But what I'm saying is they try to downplay and make it seem like Monica is bigger or if they're the same. Honestly, no disrespect to Monica. Love Monica down. Brandy is a bigger artist.
Here you go. I wasn't trying to go there.
Than Monica.
I wasn't trying to go there.
Because if you look at accolades, if you go and search you go look at their awards, their nominations and their awards, Brandy has NAACPs, she has Billboards, American Music Awards.
But yes, Brandy was more mainstream, her music hit. But catalog wise, they're pretty even. Just saying amount of music out. I'm not saying fame wise. I'm just saying the amount of yes.
Because that's always how they do. But that's how they do. I've said that for many years. Every time Brandy put out an album, Monica put one out. Or every time Monica put one. If you go look at their discography, literally every time each one put out, they literally put out albums around the same time. I think Brandy has 7 or 8, including her Christmas album, or 9 if you include her mixture of Best of Brandy. So they literally have just about the same amount.
And Monica isn't released because she's not with a label anymore. So she's independent now.
And this is why I feel the conversation about touring could possibly stop. Getting into this whole who should open, who should close. I think they need to come out with an EP if they do decide to go on tour.
I think they should release one new song together so they can have 3 songs.
2 or 3, right, exactly.
Monica
opens up in this city, Brandy opens up in this city. Monica closes in this city, Brandy closes in this city.
I think it should be that way. Yeah.
Both back and forth. That's how I think. This is an amazing idea. I'm with Ray J. This could be a big thing for the culture. So don't get caught up in the who should open, who should close. I do feel Monica kind of overreacted just a little bit, and I'm Team Monica. Ray J's putting it out there to get Rock Nation or to get whomever to talking well, maybe we could possibly make this happen. But wait until after he's finished with the Pink Friday 2 tour. To Gallo's point.
That was a lot for you to say.
Talking. Once they're done, let's get the TV deal out for, Mona Scott.
Preparation for the tour, talking about a new single together. You know what I wonder though? You know what I really wonder? I don't know if you remember when It All Belongs to Me came out. They were supposed to perform there at the pre-Clive Davis party. They didn't because of what happened with Whitney passing away. I wonder what would have happened if they would have performed that night. If that would have brought a tour at that time.
I feel like if Whitney would have still been alive, she would have pushed that. Them going on tour together.
Imagine a Monica, Brandy, and Whitney Houston tour. Girl, my hair will pop off
Well, Whitney's the headliner. Hey, they're both the
Yeah,
openers.
Whitney's definitely the headliner.
And Brandy would not have any problem with being. They wouldn't because she's the legend. Of course, she's gonna be the headliner.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Oh,
All right, guys. We want to thank you guys so much for watching this episode of The Wind Up. Again, please make sure that you like this video, share it on all of your social media platforms. Gallo, thank you for being here. Tell the people how they can find you, friend.
yes, check me all out. Hashtag is @GTGYK. Check me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, all of them. Check me out. I'm
The
there.
same.
All the same.
The guy you know, child.
Yes.
All right, and we will see you guys on the next episode. You never know. Gallo might show up again, bitch.
He might pull up on us.
Come on. But how you get all of this stuff to be coming down? What you do? How you keep getting that stuff? You got balloons and confetti, bitch.
He got special effects, man. He got the special effects person above him just dropping the confetti and stuff.
Good job.
How you keep doing that?